Hello, welcome to episode 125 of the Yarnivore Podcast. I am Sadie. I will be your host. Hopefully I will be your only host, but I do have Bebop sitting down here. And I'm recording at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I skipped recording yesterday because, well, the weekend got fired, and the long and short of it was there was no way I was going to make any kind of recording that anyone would want to watch. And so I decided I would record today. Bebop decided I would wake up at 6 o'clock this morning. I love my pets, but yeah. Oh, he barked. He barked, he girfed, and woke me up, and then I let him out, and he did his business, and then he kept going. And I have no idea why. None. In the end, what I should have done in the first place was give him a roll hide, because the roll hide is pretty much the doggy crack of choice in my house. I'm sorry, that's my phone. And the doggy crack of choice really just makes him be a good puppy. But, yeah, no such luck. I guess he's still celebrating his birthday week. His birthday is on September 11th. He was born the year after the big 9/11 thing. Or the September 11th, or the however you choose to call it. I'm from Canada, so we just, whatever the buzzwords we got were. But he was born the year after that, so he's 11 years old, and I got him puppy treats. He is not a fan of the little puppy cupcakes, doesn't like them. And the bones that are covered in peanut butter, he does enjoy, but they have to be cut up, because he does not like big bones. And I should have known better. I really should have, but I didn't, because I'm an idiot sometimes. But hey, he got a birthday present. He also got a squeaky a duck. I believe this one is a mallard. The last one was a gray goose. The long and short of it is, there's this duck you can get. She's a long duck. And, or bird, fowl, whatever. And he goes crazy for them, and when he rips them apart, he gets distraught because he can no longer play with it. So we'll get him a new one every little bit, and he ripped apart the last one, and we just didn't pick him up another one. We just gave him other squeak toys, because he always has squeak toys. He has an abundance of squeak toys. Do not think that this dog is not the most spoiled dog I could possibly have, but we just didn't get another duck. And then we got a duck, and we put it up and away for a special day, and thusly there was a special day he got a duck. Also, my hair is horrible. I've got some serious, dyeing issue. Need to take care of this. It's good and greasy. I'm not sure if you can tell this gorgeous greasiness, but I figured if I don't record now, I'm not getting it out. And I was like, well, I'm going to be dyeing all day, and then I'll shower. Really, it's just hair, whatever. So, if you have a problem with my gorgeously greasy hair, suck it. I know, I'm so pleasant. I'm such a sweetie. But, yeah, I just, no tolerance for some things, and one of them is whether or not my hair is greasy, because I don't care. My Ariel mug. To go to the Disney store to get birthday presents for my youngest niece, who is now 6. So she is getting, and Little Mermaid's her favorite. She's a kid after my own heart, because that one's my favorite. My poor family suffered through many a Little Mermaid, and renditions of The Little Mermaid as sung by yours truly. Because Poor Unfortunate Souls was my favorite, too. It wasn't even like the Who's Its and What's Its and Gadgets. No, Poor Unfortunate Souls. And I got her 2 different pairs of shoes. She's already a shoe hound. She's 6 years old. She has more shoes than I do, but that's not hard. She probably has as many as my mother. Now that's hard. But she is a shoe fiend, so I got her a slipper shoe with Ariel on it, and then I got her these little, rhinestoney ones. Yeah. Shoes. She's 6, I'm getting her shoes. In all fairness, I'm not getting her 6-inch stiletto, so I still feel that she has that whole dress-up joy thing going on. Now, enough about me. My week was superfluous. I finished dyeing all of the Fuji yarns for the Fuji kits. I will be discussing that later in miscellany. But you came here to see knitting. Didn't you? Didn't you? I'm also wearing Little Mermaid nail polish from Sephora because I'm a Sephora junkie. We don't have them in Saskatchewan. I think they may have opened one in Saskatoon, but as of the time I left, there was nothing to be had. And I was really a MAC girl because you could get that. And I came to the United States and I became a Sephora freak. So they had a Little Mermaid nail polish set and I picked it up. And this is the third color I've tried. Because I will, yeah. Lame. Anywho, I have a finished object and you didn't even see it last week. That's how awesome I am. They are the Recovery Road socks. See, I had to finish them so I could take pictures, so I could do the whole photo shoot for them, which of course didn't happen until yesterday because of the rain, which in Spain stays mainly on the plane. So these are the Recovery Road socks. I'll try it. There's the little panel for you. And this is knit out of the Fuji's Apples colorway by yours truly. It is the pattern that will be included, and of course the lighting is not going to pick up the awesomeness of the detail, but there you go. You got your pearls, you got your little cable. It's a panel sock, so it's not too intensive. The cable is really minute. If you want a cable without a cable needle, you're more than welcome to. It went out to a test knitter after I finished the first sock, and my test knitter is awesome. So this is the pattern, and you can either do it this way or this way, depends on how you want it. This is a pattern that will be included with the Fuji kits. It will be a limited edition pattern. Once I stop doing Fuji kits, then I may put it up for sale. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet, and I figure I've gotten as far as I need to get right now. But I knit an entire pair of socks in a week. Not even gonna lie to you. It was a bit intense. And this is how the yarn looks knit up. It pulls really cool. I had a lot of fun knitting it. You're not getting the depth of color as much with the lighting. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, so we suffer. And those kits I will talk more about in miscellaneous. But I knit a pair of socks, so I'm pretty pumped about that. And I think I will just put these aside and use them for shows and stuff. And I just hit the table. See, I'm 8 o'clock in the morning. Please don't expect that much of me. It's actually 8:18 now. And we didn't take the tag off the bottom of the cup because that's how we roll. So that was my major work this week, but I did get some knitting done on some other things because I'm crazy. And apparently Sleep and I weren't talking for a long time. And in the Bad Amy bag, I don't know if Bad Amy still makes bags, but this was a bag she did several years ago. I have the finished Sugar Skull for my mom. Tiny little foot, which I used the Patons Croy in black as the contrast. Because I didn't know if I would have enough, and now looking at it, I probably could have, because this is what I have left of the ball. And it wasn't a full ball. It was a partial ball, which is why I kept it and decided that I would knit my mother Halloween socks, because she's not. I'm the Halloween person, and my house is Halloween town, and I am the Halloween person in my family. My mother is not. She celebrates it, don't get me wrong, but yeah, no one's as Halloweeny as me. That I know of, except maybe Diane. She's pretty damn close. So this is the Sugar Skull, which will be in the shop this week. I got in all the colors, and I've been asked about it, so it will be in the shop this week. And I started, and I've got yarn everywhere. Started the second sock. It's a 6-color stripe. I've already gotten to my heel line right there. And I think I have, what is it, 2 or 3 more color. 1, 2. I have 3 more stripes before I do the toe. I'm knitting them on my Addies, Sock Rockets, US 1 2.25, and I get a gauge of 8 stitches per inch when I knit on these, so that's what it is. It's a 4-row repeat. So, that's Sugar Skull. I'm enjoying it. It'll probably be done by next week. Not gonna lie to you. But she's got the tiniest feet ever. I love my mother. I also love the fact that I did the heel on this already, so I don't have to go back and do the afterthought heel on this when I'm done. Usually I'll knit the 2 tubes and then do the heels, but I figured since I switched for the toe already, I would just do the heel, and clearly I was winning. Clearly winning. The colors are getting really washed out. They're a lot more like electric. There you go. There you go. And it looks like I've got some weird third boob in the chest going on there. Everybody needs a third breast. Like that Martian on Total Recall. So that's a work in progress that I have touched on. And I hope to be finished next week. I still want to cast stuff on. I just cannot decide what I want to cast on. I mean, like, I want to knit. I just don't know what I want to knit, so I'm having issues with that. In my adorable bag of epic grandness. That's the new way of saying it. I did work some on the Aislinn, whatever. Aislinn, I think that's what I wrote down. I could be wrong. My spelling's atrocious. If no one noticed who bought tulips and vegetables during the update, I spelled vegetable wrong every time. Go ahead, take a look. Totally did it. So here's the back. And I don't know why it's coming up see-through. It's pretty dense, but whatever. It's out of Barocco Vintage DK in a colorway that has a number, so I don't even know what to tell you. I'm knitting it on Chiagu US 6 4mm needles so far. And I have done the waist increases and decreases, and I am currently at the shoulder shaping. I have started, I think I've finished. No, I have one more set of decreases for the shoulder shaping, and then I knit straight again. So that's where we're at. I just started my second ball, so I feel comfortable. I bought more balls than I needed anyway because I know this color I can get away with knitting Christmas gifts out of. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My entire thing with this color was the price went down. Like, I got it from Web, so you know, the more you buy, the cheaper it gets, so I had to buy more. And then I was like, well, why not just get like an extra skein or two in case I want to knit something for Christmas, because this, what are you? That is a very sheepish hair. That is totally from the yarn. That's not from me. I don't have pink hair. Anywho, this is a very heathery, if I hold it back here, that's pretty close. It's not picking up, there's a hint of purple. This is a heathered wine red. As you can see, I'm a fan of the reds, as is my mother. So I can get away with a lot with this. On top of that, I think it would work well for my sister-in-law if I wanted to knit her anything. And I've got to start thinking about Christmas knitting. However, not there yet. I am loving the color. I'm loving the knit. It's a 50% nylon superwash merino, I believe. It's 50% nylon, 50% something that is wool. This is the Highly Technical Yarnivore Podcast. And, of course, the Princess Bride bag. I love this bag. So, yeah. That's all I worked on in terms of knitting. I did do some spinning. I did indeed. I finished. This is the Jenkins Turkish drop spindle. It's the 1.51 ounce, 43 gram. That I have the SSK, the Puni, and the bat that I made in the tasting room. I finished spinning those. And I've got this sampler that my mother got me a while back. It is 25 grams of soy, bamboo, and black diamond. I think I'm just gonna spin those on probably the smaller drop spindle, just because black diamond is a slippery beast. Look, I just took it off the thing. That's right. So I can show you the awesomeness that is my little turtle. So this is your center pull ball. Here's my one tail. Here's my other tail. Boop. So I can ply it when it's ready. It's been resting for a while, so I'm not too worried. It's very sparkly. Because apparently I was digging the sparkles. Quite frankly, the yarn fumes in the tasting room, gotta be careful of those. So I'm probably going to, hold on. Here we go. It came from River City Yarns. So, and I think that with the insane amount of color, I'm not too worried. I have the black diamond, which is, I was talking with Becca about it, and then this is a beast to spin, which is why I'm thinking I'll do it on my smaller one. It is a very slippery, it's a beast. It's a beast, and I'm glad I only have 25 grams of it, but it's also so soft and luscious that I almost wish I had, like, enough for a sweater. So, yeah. It's either it's like a protein or a milk or a soy or something. I'm not sure what black diamond is. I know Becca's gone into it in length, but... And then I have some... What is it? Soy and bamboo. Is this the bamboo or the soy? This might be the bamboo, and it's just a neutral color. A neutral color of white. And then... I think this is the soy. And then this one. So I'm going to spin those three, and I'm going to ply them together. I think, maybe, I don't know. And that came from River City Yarns in Edmonton, Alberta. I want to spin them, I'm just not sure what I want to ply them with, and I think that the plying them with the SSK bat slash rollaggy thing I made would work. I think I'll weigh it and find out how many grams I have so that I can keep the grams similar. Yeah, not 100% sure what I'm doing there, but I'm going to try. That's half the battle. Right? Right. So, that takes us into miscellaneous. I did want to talk briefly about two knit-alongs that are going on my board. They're being overseen, moderated, if you will, by my mother-in-law, who is 10 Shades of Awesome. So that's actually not her Ravelry name, I'm just saying she's awesome. There's the Good Ale knit-along, and I'm going to cast that on. I'm just, yeah, I'm sucking at it. But if you're knitting a Good Ale, you should probably pop in there because there's going to be so much fun. And there's a Halloween stripy sock knit-along. There's a point system. She is, like, light years ahead of me in terms of, like, yeah. What can I say? I'm dying 75% of my time now, so yeah. It should be fun. I will probably knit Halloween socks during that time. It will probably be the Dia de los Muertos. Just saying. Or possibly Sally's dress, because I kept one for myself, because it was kind of screwed up anyway. Because, yeah. So, there you have it. There you have it. You should go check out those two knit-alongs. Of course, you have to be a member of the group. You should be a member of the group anyway, because being a member of the group is fun. And we always do fun stuff. I don't know why I sounded so sad when I said that. We really do fun stuff. Do. Okay, sidetrack. Back on track. See, my notes are down here. This could be called the falling note episode because I had them up here, and then I had them over here, and then I had them down here. And there's really no way to win because if I sat back too far, I got this. And let's face it, that's just an unpleasant episode. It's like, are you blinding yourself? I'm blinded by the light. Racked up like a deuce. Or wrapped up like a douche, depending on how you want to say it. The other things. The shop update, before I get too involved here. The shop update on the 21st, which is this coming Saturday, will have Halloween yarn. It will be the last Halloween yarn update. There will be Sugar Skull, Demonic Barber, which is the Sweeney Todd inspired one, and possibly Afterlife. I don't know. I haven't decided on that yet. It depends. It depends on how much I get dyed today. The Fuji kits will be up. The Fuji kits are going to be between $30 and $35 depending on which base it is. There is the skeleton sock base, which is 100% superwash merino. There is the baddie sock base, which is an 80-20 superwash merino nylon, and a sparkle base, which is being called Spectre, and that is 75, 20, and 5, I believe. 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. So, in those kits, you will also receive a travel candle in the Fuji's Apple smell. I believe it's called Fuji's Apple. It's done by Wolf Farms, which is awesome. Dawn is awesome. And, of course, these are supporting Fuji, so gotta get Dawn in there. And you will receive the button, the pin, with a little thank you from Fuji herself with a paw print. So, yeah. And the pattern. So, a candle, a pin, a skein of yarn, and a pattern. Those will be available in the shop on the 21st. And if they do well, I'll do another run. I'm not going to not do another run. I was asked if I was going to do pre-orders, and quite frankly, after watching, like, not even watching, but just being aware of the whole Goth Socks debacle, and having seen way too many indie dyers bite off more than they can chew in the past, having been a member of the Intentions Yarn Club prior to Heather taking it over, I think I'm just not there yet. I will be someday. I'm not going to say I'm not, but right now I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. I don't want to have what the proverbial knitter had with Can and Hand Dyes, where they took forever for the cat yarn to get out. I'm uncomfortable selling things that don't exist yet. Pre-orders are not my specialty. They're not going to be. I will work as much as I need to work to get out as much as I need to get out, but the long and short of it is pre-orders are probably never going to happen. Having said that, the Fuji kits will be up with Halloween socks and, of course, tulips and vegetables. Because that one's fun. Not even gonna lie, it's fun. And I sing along to the song every time it comes on. Every time. It's on my iPod, it's on my tablet, it's on my computer, I have the CD. Really, I can just put it on whenever I want, but yes, always singing along. Also wanted to mention I am on a Spinzilla team. I've negated to mention this several times because apparently I suck. But I am on the Knit Girls Spinzilla team. I will be spinning for them as soon as I get home from visiting Canada again. Because, hey, who doesn't need more maple syrup in their life? I'm probably going to gain 10 pounds. I'll be just, yeah. Poutine, Tim Hortons, yeah. Side of gravy with every order of fries, baby. Just so I can have it even. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. I know some people hate gravy. They think it's disgusting. More power to you. More gravy for me. Just looking forward to seeing family and whatnot and giving my niece her gift. But, having said that, there will be no shop update for approximately 2 weeks after the Saturday one. Hence, it's going to be bigger. It's going to be bigger, better, and better. It's at 12 noon Central Time. Put your alarms, start your calendars, whatever you need to do. And because after that, when I get home, there will probably be an update. 1, maybe 2 before Knitting in the Mitten. But it's not going to be as grandiose because I need to die for that. The other thing is, I'm doing a lot of driving time to get my license in the end of October. And if I pass my driving test at the end of October, then I can drive. See, I'm just going to keep taking the driving test. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm just going to keep going. I'm 30 years old. I should be able to drive. I have a car now, and I should be able to drive it. And I do drive it fairly frequently. I think I drive it at least once a day. Multiple places. So I just need to get the parallel park down and the 3-point turn thing. But I'm going to be doing my road test for the driver's license, and then Knitting in the Mitten is the first weekend of November. So I'm hoping, see, at this point, I'm just wanting to drive there. If I get really sketched out, I'll book a plane ticket and start going that route. But right now, I need to get my license. It's not a horribly far drive. And then I don't have to worry about flying with product. I can just throw it in the back of the car. So that is my goal before November. So I am going to be driving more on top of dying. And yeah, if I could cram more stuff into my day, I would. But I can't, because then I would die. I'm not even going to lie, I would die. But freedom from the suburbs is at hand. At hand. I am so excited. So excited! Never gonna live in the suburbs again. Speaking of never living in suburbs again, it is also orders time. This is my first billet post change thingamajigger as a Navy wife. Air quotes. If this is boring you, I'm sorry. But we're going to get some really cool stuff in a minute. And I've never done this. Hubby has, but I have not. And so there's this window of time that opens and they get to look at where they can go and then they can apply for it. But because of what class and rate he is, it's a very tiny window. It's not so big because it's not like, a catch-all. It's not, we have 5,000 of you, so here's a billion things you can do. There's just a teeny little window for him. And thus far, you have 3 tries, I guess, before you go wherever they need you. And then we're up shit creek without a paddle at that point because it could be overseas. And Petrie is not going to make it overseas. We have discussed it. And going overseas is not going to happen until the brood passes off. Not that I'm opposed to going overseas. It's just that Petrie would not make it across that far a distance. I'm not even sure Beetle would. Frankie would because she's indestructible, and Bebop probably would if he was heavily medicated. So, having said those 2 things, we've been looking at orders, and it has to be a ship. Basically a shore ship rotation. So he's done, this is the shore rotation. He's finishing that up. We're going on a ship. Well, I'm not going on a ship. I'm afraid of drowning. FYI, I married a sailor. I'm afraid of ships. Afraid of drowning. I have no idea why. It's an irrational fear I've had since a child. Since before I even knew what the Titanic was. It cloys at me. But he needs to go on a ship. He needs to be deployable. So we have to go somewhere that he can be deployed. And while my fingers are crossed that Washington State comes up, it's very doubtful. It's looking like Virginia, which I can deal with. If it's San Diego, I don't know what I'll do, because I am not ready to be in California. I need seasons, and I'm not ready to acclimatize to that. I haven't acclimatized to America enough that you can take away my winter. I need snow. I'm sorry, I'm Canadian. I need snow. I need snow. I need at least a season. Having said that, so that's what we're in the midst of, and the last window he has, she cut my hair too short right here, which is fine, except it does a weird little poofy thing no matter what I do. It's like, hello, poof, poof. And that's gonna bug me, whatever. So the last window opens in October, and that should be interesting. It should be very interesting. It should be very stressful. I really don't give a crap about moving. I've moved 30 times in my life now. 30. Across provinces, across countries. I am skilled at this. Moving is not an issue. It's just where I'm going. I need to know, and I need to be able to find a new place for us, and yeah. So, that was a long rant that didn't need to happen, but I did anyway. Just letting you know what's happening in my little corner of the world. Two things. Two things that could go in like an enabling whatever. Three, actually. Three. Well, okay, this isn't enabling. I will preface this. This is not enabling. I got a surprise in the mail, and it was from Froggy Monkey Amy from the Knitting in Circles podcast. And as you all may know, she does these cute little stitch markers. And she did a Halloween set. And she sent me a set because I'm the Halloween queen. And there's a little bat and spider. Come here. There we go. I love the bat and spider. I actually used this as my stitch marker when I was knitting the socks. There's a little pumpkin. You're so pumpkin cute. There's a little spider web. Like spider webs, don't like spiders. FYI. Quit being blasted at. There we go. That's closer. A trick-or-treat. I suppose it would help if I held it the right way. And a little potion. And who doesn't need a little potion? Doop. Derp. So, those are awesome. I need to start a project so I can knit with you. Again. It worked really good for knitting socks. This is the perfect size of thing for sock knitting. So, those came, and I squeed. I was very excited. And, Lori, who is Deerfield Creations, opened her shop out, like, she stopped the Etsy shop, and she opened a shop. And she's really hard to get stuff from, or she has been. Not like, I'm not saying in a bad way, I'm saying she's in high demand and you had to do special orders and whatnot, which is fine by me, but then she had some supported spindles up for sale. And I've supported spindles in the past and I really like it. I've never used this particular kind, but I had to get one. Isn't it gorgeous? She hand turns these. It is beautiful. I believe it's like a 24 gram. It is wee, but it is so beautiful. The craftsmanship on this is insane. I love the purple wood. I forget what it's called. Maybe it is purple wood. I should have brought up the listing, but I wasn't thinking. Look, it matches my hair almost. Right there. There. Now I match. And so this came in the mail. I'm super excited to start spinning with it. I'm not even going to lie. I immediately went to her shop site. If you go to her shop site, there is a video tutorial on how to get started. It was very informative because I've never spun where there's no, like, even on the Turkish, you got your little penis tip there. Looks like a penis. Try spinning on a Turkish without thinking about that now. Where you do your hitch, which is fine. I like it. You've got your basic drop spindle, which of course has the hook. This one doesn't have anything on it. This kind of freaks me out, I'm not gonna lie. The sports spindle I had, the other one, it did have a hook, which I really liked. I am not worried about not having a hook because I know I have Lori's tutorial to watch. This is deerfieldcreations.com. And it's gorgeous. And it's so shiny. Look at how shiny it is. It gleams. There's gleaming. So I really do want a spindle on that. And she sent me a button so I can finally finish the sweater. And I can't believe she makes these by hand. They're gorgeous. I almost don't want to take it off the thingy. It's so pretty. So I have the button. I can officially finish the Harvest Moon, which is kind of nice because it's getting cold now. At least at night. Which means soon it will be knitted weather. So excited. Knitted good weather. And the other thing, the last thing, that came in the mail, completely surprised, shocked the crap right out of me, was a huge box from Germany. I was like, Germany? I know people in Germany, but who's sending me stuff from Germany? Excitement! And it is a gorgeous box full of awesome from Schnuffeltier. I'm always going to say it wrong. Theresa, who is awesome. And look at the postcard. Look at the postcard! I'm framing this, FYI. FYI, this is getting framed. So, I love this postcard. And I love her. And she sent me a huge box of goodies. So I'm going to show you. Because I'm a glutton. I'm a glutton. First of all, these Dot Smile handmade custom knitting needles on Etsy. Look at their little sugar skull. Their little glass sugar skull. They're 3.75 millimeter needles. I need to cast something on with these. Maybe I should cast on something with these and knit them with the stitch markers, and then it'll be Halloween Epic Glory. Then I could enter in the Knit Girls. Too bad I can't knit socks, because then I could enter in my own. And, oh, are you ready to be jealous? Because I'm jealous of myself. 2 skeins of opal. And look at the colors. Just look at them. Are you looking? I don't know if you're looking, but you better be looking. If I say that's the colorway, I will really laugh at myself. But it says Nur Garn aus einer Partie verwendet. I don't think that's the colorway. I don't know if it has a colorway. This is from the Opal Club. There's an Opal Club. Are you jealous? I'm jealous. And this one is gorgeous blues and purples. If I hold it back here, it looks really close to what it is. Blues and purples with black, which is awesome. And this one is more of a party with black. Love it. Yeah, this one also says Nur Garn aus einer Partie verwenden. See, usually where it says the farb, it tells you what it is, but it doesn't say so. But, oh my god, aren't they perfect? Aren't you jealous? You should be jealous. I kind of wish my hair was these colors. And because, as if that wasn't enough. Seriously, I'm so spoiled. This is my birthday wedding gift. This is my belated birthday wedding gift. She sent me some Roloks, which I am now going to proceed to pull out and show you. They are gorgeously dense and beautifully colored. I want to put them on the Deerfield, but I don't know, because then what if they get hurt? That makes no sense. I know, because it's like, well, when I'm learning, it's going to be kind of crappy, and I don't know if I want to crap this up or not. So it'll probably go in my baby Turkish. But, oh my god, look at them. They're so squishy. Sparkly! Sparklies! It kind of looks like Harry here. That's actually Sparkle. Oh my god, they're so soft. because she does Rologs, or Poonies. I'm not sure if they're Rologs or Poonies. I think technically they're Rologs, but I like saying Poonie, so I might just call them Poonies just to say Poonie a million times. Poonie, Poonie, Poonie. Which apparently to the hubby sounds like I'm talking about a bowel movement. And this is HR Knit Rologs colorway Happy Halloween 2. And it is a merino linen Angelina, and it's 76 grams. She's so ahead of the game. There's her name, there's her shop. And I'm going to show you that name and shop while I read out to you that she is offering a coupon code for my podcast viewers good until Halloween. The code is Sadie15. So SADIE15, Sadie, all in capitals. So hey, you should go get some, because aside from the fact that it's from Germany, which makes it 10 times cooler, Germany and Norway, automatically 10 times cooler. Just saying. 15% off. They're gorgeous. These have to go on something. I might save them for Spinzilla. I don't know, but I want to make them now. Look at them. I know you can't see them as well through the bag, which is why I pulled some out, but oh my god, the purple, the black, the sparkle, the green, the white, the orange. When I do that, it shoots air into my eye, which is fine. It's all wrapped up pretty, all squeed, happy. So exciting. I'd throw it on my wheel, but I'm reticent to spin that on my wheel. I like doing the smaller amounts on drop spindles and saving big amounts for the wheel. The other thing is I recently got in contact with Spinolution. I had a bobbin that wouldn't fit on. It was too big. And Spinolution didn't contact me back, so I contacted the Woolery, which is where I got everything from. And they promptly got Spinolution to reply to me. And they will be sending out another bobbin, as well as a new shaft, because there's some strange rubbing, which could just be from the production. Which is awesome, so that'll be fixed before Spinzilla, so I can ultimately spin more. I will probably spin and ply, just because I hate leaving singles out. I really do. It's hard for me. Like, this will bug me until it's plied. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So, that's everything I had to say. Our music this week was inspired by the rainy weekend I just had. I am recommending to you a goodie but an oldie but a goodie. I'm recommending the Smiths. If you haven't heard of the Smiths, they're quintessential. They're British. They're fronted by Morrissey, who's probably the most morose man that is not goth. They're very 80s. They're very 80s, but they're very fun. And I think he was emo before emo existed. I think him and the Violent Femmes were the first emo that ever existed. I'm sure you've heard the song How Soon Is Now. That's on pretty much everything, and it's been covered a million times. But there are other great songs. I'll probably link those in the show notes, which can be found at sadieruin.wordpress.com. Need a sip. Oh my god, I have a drinking problem. On air, no less. And that went on my boob. Because everybody needs to caffeinate their breasts. So, you should check out the Smiths. If you haven't checked out the Smiths, you should check out the Smiths. There will be, of course, YouTubes in the show notes at sadieruin.wordpress.com. If you need to get a hold of me, I'm Blue Ruin on Ravelry. We should start us on Plurk, Sadie Ruin on Twitter and Instagram. I am on Instagram and Twitter a lot more than I am on Plurk, but I'm trying to get better. I kind of miss Plurk, but life. That's all I'm saying. Life. So, I'm pretty sure that's everything I had to say. Until next week, I hope you have a great time.